Britain is still reeling from a cost of living crisis, yet the country is still preparing for the coronation of King Charles IX on May 6. Dubbed Operation Golden Orbo, the three-day celebration is expected to cost British taxpayers at least $700,125 million, a sum roughly double the cost of the 1953 coronation of Queen Elizabeth. The festivities will be scaled back compared to the last coronation, a decision which has been explained in part by King Charles's sensitivity to the cost of living crisis afflicting the country, as well as his ambition to have a more modern, slimmed-down monarchy. However, the opulence of such a spectacle stands to run in stark contrast with the bleak backdrop that is Britain's economic crisis, in which decades high inflation has led to crippling labor strikes. Though neither Downing Street nor Buckingham Palace will confirm the exact cost of the coronation, Graham Smith, the chief executive of the anti-monarchy group Republic and the author of the forthcoming book Abolish the Monarchy, suspects that the $700 million estimate is conservative. We know that there are lots of public sector workers who are struggling to get a pay rise. We know that there are people in work who are having to use food banks. There are hospitals struggling to make ends meet, schools struggling to get resources for their kids, police services struggling to keep the lid on various types of crime. Smith said during a press briefing, the reason the cost of the coronation falls on the British state rather than the royal family is because it's a state event. According to Bob Morris, an honorary senior research associate at the Constitution Unit at University College London, the royal family is financed by two primary sources of the sovereign grant, which comes from the Crown Estate, and revenues from the Duchy of Lancaster and the Duchy of Cornwall, private estates of the monarch and the heir, respectively. Though more than half of Britons believe that the coronation shouldn't be funded by the government, according to a recent survey by YouGov, polls suggest that displeasure doesn't extend to funding the monarchy writ large. More than half of Britons of 54 believe that the royal family represents good value for money. Proponents of the monarchy are quick to point out the role that the monarchy has in drum tourism to the UK, though the exact sum is difficult to quantify. Opponents, however, are convinced the coronation of King Charles IX is sure to be a historic moment for the nation, but as the country prepares for the opulent event, many are left questioning if such grandeur is justifiable in times of economic hardship.